Due to the fonts used, the band depicted and the double-page spread article, it becomes clear that my magazine represents a younger age group of around 14 to 22 years old. This is generally the age group that magazines such as Kerrang, NME and Q target, and so it is this section of society that advertising, all images and logos and text is aimed at. The National Readership Survey used social grade definitions to profile audiences. I feel that, as my magazine is targeted primarily at teenagers, they do not easily fit into the categories established by the survey, as part-time jobs, schooling and disposable income must be taken into consideration. However, I would place my readership at the grades between C1 and E, lower middle class to working class. Although this age group tend to not have a steady regular income, any money they do have is disposable to them, so this teenage age group tends to be the greatest buyers in terms of luxury items like magazines. I feel that my readership may look and dress like this, and these are the kind of bands that will be featured in on a monthly basis in Splash magazine. In taking my images and the choice of articles I chose to promote, regrettably people from different ethnicity to my own are not represented. This is a difficult aspect of my magazine creation to think about, as generally the indie persuasion and trend doesn't include Asian or black people. Splash magazine would benefit from a diverse range of backgrounds and cultures, as this would attract a wider readership and result in a more diverse magazine. On reflection, if I could redo the magazine, I would attempt in a more detailed way to include the minorities in society to reflect a 21st century magazine effectively. However, I am well aware of what an indie culture usually connotates, and this could be looked upon as unusual in a magazine of this style. What kind of media institution might distribute your media product and why? This is Bauer Media and IPC Media. To research this, I looked at two magazine institutions, IPC, who publish NME magazine, and Bauer Media, who publish Kerrang and Q magazines. IPC Media is one of the United Kingdom's leading consumer magazine and digital publishers, with a large portfolio selling over 350 million copies each year. Almost 2 in every 3 UK women and over 44% of UK men read an IPC magazine. IPC employs over 2,200 people. IPC Media publish NME magazine, which reaches over 1 million fans every week. NME includes articles on contemporary music, features the latest releases, live reviews and a guide to the best new bands in its radar section, as well as a regular look back through the magazine's 58-year heritage. NME magazine is targeted at a similar age group to that of Splash and include a variety of bands such as Oasis, The Gossip and The Automatic. This indicates that IPC Media do well at promoting the magazine to a variety of readers, steering clear of a niche market magazine. These are the NME magazines that IPC produce, and other media products are Marie Claire, the guitar magazine and the photographer magazine. This variety indicates to me that IPC Media are well established and accomplished at attracting interest in a huge variety of magazine genres. Bauer Media. With well-established music magazines in its repertoire, Bauer Media obviously are accomplished at the promotion of various genres of music magazines. Kerrang is a rock music magazine produced by Bauer Consumer Media in the United Kingdom. Kerrang remained the UK's best-selling music weekly in 2009 at 43,253 of total circulation. Bauer Media defined the readership of Kerrang magazine as individually minded, independent of thought and musically experienced, an audience defined by attitude, passion and loyalty. Kerrang have featured many international artists of great notoriety such as Slipknot, Biffy Clyro and Fall Out Boy. Q magazine is another successful magazine published by Bauer Media Group. Since its launch in 1986, Q has been the UK's best-selling music monthly magazine. The magazine has an extensive reviews section featuring new releases, music compilations, film and live concert reviews, as well as radio and television reviews. This is where I took the inspiration for the review section of Splash magazine, and so it is particularly important to me. Bauer Media define the readers of Q as open-minded experience seekers. The Q audience don't define themselves by the music they listen to. Music is an important passion, but their love of music will never be to the detriment of their other passions such as film, sport or comedy. These are other Bauer Media products. Due to the hugely successful Kerrang and Q magazines, I feel Bar Media would work best with publishing my Splash magazine. Kerrang is a dedicated rock magazine, so I can be sure that Bar Media do well to promote a niche genre. To the contrary, Q magazine incorporates all music genre, featuring bands spanning across Oasis, Lady Gaga, U2 and Green Day. I feel Splash fits in just between these two kinds of magazine. It is neither niche nor does it have mass appeal. Splash magazine primarily focuses on the indie and pop scene, and so I feel Bar Media would work best at promoting and publishing it. The Bar Publishing Group comprises 282 magazines worldwide in 15 countries, and so I know that it is a tremendously successful company that could promote Splash across the UK and beyond. Who would be the audience for your media product? Indie music is a term used to describe the independence from major commercial record labels and the self-directed, do-it-yourself approach to recording and publishing. This type of music has influenced Splash magazine, and as it is a relatively new concept, with the term being coined in the 90s, my target readership and audience will be teenagers and those in their early 20s mainly. The indie feel of the magazine is established immediately through the mise-en-scène of the main image on the front cover of my magazine. Use of checked shirts, washed out jeans and Converse-style shoes scream indie, and also a prospective reader will pick this up from the offset. These images of indie bands, the Gaslight Anthem and tapes highlight how the clothing I have chosen for the Uncut band is perfect for this style of magazine. I feel that readers who look and dress like this will be the very people who purchase Splash magazine. In addition, the magazine is not exclusively indie themed, with mentions of pop artists, and so a person with an extensive music taste will enjoy reading Splash magazine. The laid-back feel and style to Splash magazine and the inclusion of little on the front cover that will complicate the page, a cool and calming blue and white and grey colour scheme, a well laid out and easy to understand contents page and a double page spread with an easily read text and attractive images attracts instantly a teenager or younger reader, either male or female. So I took their clothing from bands like these, the shirts, the shoes and further checks on the shirts. How did you attract or address your audience? Through research I carried out in the form of questionnaires distributed to my target readership, I asked, what articles would you like to read in a music magazine? I found that new and unsigned acts and articles related to music awards were the most popular, and so I decided to include these in my magazine. The new or unsigned act that I created was Uncut, an indie band with 2 male members. This was documented extensively throughout my front cover and contents page, while my double page spread was written exclusively about the band itself. I felt this would appeal to my target audience, as I had learnt that this kind of discovery of new bands was pleasing to people I questioned. Marketing the band as indie increased their appeal also, as this was a genre of music noted as being popular by my target audience. I mentioned the music awards twice throughout the magazine on my front cover and contents page. On the front cover, I added it as a cover line to the left side of my page, another element cited by my target readership as being appealing, as summaries of the main stories in the magazine were welcomed. Elsewhere, I added text a little more substantial to the contents page, indicating that the article would be found on page 3. I wrote, the Brit Awards, we speak to the winners and losers and ask what was Gaga thinking. I also asked my target audience, in what way could you be persuaded to buy a music magazine? Images were the most popular option, followed by competitions, feature articles and free gifts. In my magazine, I therefore included the feature article on the band Uncut, 8 images throughout my magazine and a free gift as promoted on the contents page. Through researching an enemy contents page, I decided that a free gift should be documented on the bottom of my page, so I created a CD featuring both unsigned acts and new artists. The inspiration for the CD came from the Kerrang free gifts that they release around once a year.